本当にいい試合を続けていただいております。そしてこんな綺麗な関西スタジアム、そこにミトホーリーホックさんを迎えて北関東だ、楽しみでしょうがありませんでした。雨は降ってまいりましたけれども、こうして皆さんと一緒に応援ができますと大変嬉しく思っております。なかなかですね、コロナの影響もありまして大声で応援するというわけにはいきませんけれども、今日は配線を用意させていただいております。こちらの配線うまく使っていただいて、我々の熱い思いをですね、選手にぶつけていただければと思います。こちらになります。本日は関係スタジアムの会場でございます。
Whilst there may be a little at stake at the very wet Kanseki Stadium this evening, there is what is as close as you can get to a local derby for Tochigi and Mito Hollyhock. Even though there's an hour's drive, of course, between the two, 75 kilometres, keeping them apart. 3 straight wins has left Tochigi with a glance at mid-table rather than looking over their shoulder in a relegation battle. They're in the relative safety of mid-table. Mito's 3 wins in 5 represent something along the lines of good form too. But promotion hopes have long passed for both of these clubs. Tochigi will still have work to do if they are to stay away from the relegation zone, but they're certainly heading in the right direction. In terms of team news, Tochigi are not willing to change something that is working perfectly fine, and they field the same 11 that won the last 3. Youngster Negi Matsumoto returns to the bench. In midfield for the home side, Sho Saito faces his old club. He spent 3 seasons with Mito Hollyhock back between 2016 and 2019. Captain Yasutaki Yanagi has enjoyed his best ever goal-scoring season. He chipped in with 5 goals already this season, scoring the winner against Fagiano Okayama last weekend. He's got 2 in his last 2. In attack, the veteran 36-year-old Yohei Yoida has scored his first 2 goals, actually, in the previous home game against Renofa Tamaguchi, following his move from Sagan Tosu, where of course he scored double figures in all of the 7 seasons he was with Sagan Tosu, including
その手応えを持って臨む今日の相手は水戸になりますが、攻撃力があるチームだと思います。どのような展開を予想されますか？
リーグの中でも攻撃力っていう数字で言ったら2位ですし、得点能力もあるんですけど、特に水戸さんとやるときは特別な一戦なんでね、そういうところでは基盤の勝負になるかなっていうのは思ってます。
中央をついてくる相手のラインコントロールも今日はポイントになりそうですが。
その辺も相手は狙ってくるとは思いますけど、ここ数試合やっぱりラインコントロールが良くなってるんで、そういうところで常にコンパクトな状態で守備をしたいなと思ってます。
勝てば今季初の4連勝になります。そのあたりについてはいかがでしょうか？
本当先ほど言いましたように一戦一戦ですね。今できることをみんなで全力でやるっていうところが重要かなと思ってます。
ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Kazuaki Tazaka, the coach of Tochigi, will be very pleased with his team's form at the moment. 1-3 on the bounce. Prior to that, they were very much in the battle to stay up at the bottom. It's given them a kickstart. Pushed them up into mid-table.
前節終了後は同じことを繰り返さないようにと強く話されていましたが、この1週間どのようなことを落とし込んだんでしょうか？
今週は非常に素晴らしいトレーニングできましたし、選手の集中力、強度、クオリティみたいなものを含めて、選手からギラギラしたものを大いに感じられたので、僕自身非常に楽しみにしています。
今日は対栃木ということで準備されたことは具体的にどういったことですか？
まずはサッカーの本質である部分で後手を踏まないこと、むしろそこで大きく上回らなければ勝負になりませんから、しっかりとまずはサッカーの本質のところ、戦術戦略の前の本質のところでしっかりと栃木さんを圧倒したいなと思っています。
その栃木ですが、前回対戦に比べると低い位置からのロングカウンターの対応も必要になってくると思いますが、そのあたりについてはいかがでしょうか？
正直言うと始まってみなければどういう出方をしてくるかって分からないのがダービーですから、いろんなしっかりと準備はしてきてますので、しっかりと相手の出方、戦い方を見た上で、ただ我々は受けに回るのではなく、常に我々から優先順位、をしっかりと守りながら、アグレッシブに優位にゲームを進めれるようにしっかりやっていきたいなと思っています。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Tadahiro Akiba, like his opposite number, he has rung the changes today. Mito Hollyhock make 4 changes. They drop their 9-goal top goal scorer Misoto Nakayama to the substitutes bench. And this despite him scoring 3 in the last 3. 3-0 home loss last time to Blavlets. Akita has prompted the coach to make those multiple alterations. He brings back the Philippines international defender Jefferson Tabines, presumably to solidify a defence, although 3 clean sheets in the last 5 isn't too bad a return. The other defensive change sees Takaya Kuroishi come in at right full-back, and midfielder Yuto Mori is in from the start, while Shota Fujio comes in to partner Mizuki Ando in attack. Fujio has 3 goals so far this season. 2 of those have come away from home. Injury today rules out Junya Hozowaki and Koya Okudu. Okudu scored 4 goals this season. He will be a big miss for Mito Hollyhock. Tochigi fans in the numbers again today, hoping that their side can continue this excellent form. 3 wins out of 3. The last 3 clean sheets have all come away from home. The goalkeeper Paul Obina Arbi makes his 10th appearance today. He's kept 3 clean sheets. As I mentioned, they've all come away from home. He's still looking for his first shutout at the Kanseki Stadium since his arrival in July from Yokohama of Marinas. They always generate a good atmosphere, the home fans. Their home form this season has been somewhat indifferent. Three wins out of 3. There's something that they can kick on with, as today's referee Atsushi Kamimura leads out the 2 sets of players. Tochigi in that navy blue and lime green kit. Let's see, change colours today for Mito Hollyhock of the white, just a semblance of purple in that shirt. Sets of players out on the pitch ahead of kick-off. See by the umbrella there, it is a very wet day. Very rainy in the Tokyo region of Japan. Presentation currently going on. It's Sho Sato He's presented a bouquet of flowers. Of course, he's taking on his old club today. And he will be in the middle of the midfield with Yuki Nishiya, who he signed back in 2018 from TuS Arendelbruck. He will be the linchpin. Goals are not aplenty. They do tend to look favourably at Junki Hata down the right-hand side. The number 32 has scored 3 so far this season. 2 front men today. Only scored 2 league goals between them. As I mentioned, today's referee, Atsushi Kamamura. Two captains coming together. Yanagi and Mizuki Ando. Here is the lineup for Mito Hollyhock, and as I mentioned earlier, they have rung the changes, 4 in total. Kuroushi in at right back, Tabines in at central defence. Yutomori returns to the midfield, and Shota Fogio is in, rather surprisingly for Masato Nakayama, their top scorer, who drops down to the bench. Despite scoring 9 goals this season, 3 and 3, he has to make do with a place on the bench from the very beginning. Koichi Murata is another player dropping down to the substitutes bench. Osawaka and Okuda both missing today. Okuda's got 4 goals this season. There's Kai Suzeko, that Matsuzaki runner. 5 goals this season. He's been in very good form. We'll be looking to him to provide some inspiration. Football winning is something that can carry you on to who knows what, and 3 wins out of 3 will give this Tochigi side huge confidence coming into this game. All ready to get underway. Kanseki Stadium. Ball forward from Daichi Inoue. Towards this near side, the left-hand side. Amoya controlled it. It's a throw-in. Weather will certainly play its part. It's going to be a slippy surface. Though it's absorbed that huge downpour we've had today very well. It's away from Suzuki. And again, second time of asking him. Gets it up towards the halfway line. It's turned by Inoue. Quite taking it in stride, Yohei Toyoda. Two sides just settling into the pattern of play. Up by Yoshida. Fouled behind? Yes. Referee gives a free kick to Tochigi. Won't mind giving away free kicks in those areas. Mito Hollyhock. Safety challenge from Takahiro Nakazatu. Only recently signed from Gangwon, from the Yokohama player. Chance to deliver the ball forward for Yaki Shiaya. Into the penalty area. It's off the shoulder of Hata. From Vivara Nagasaki. It's good play from the home side. Now, can they get the cross in? The answer is no. Even with the initial shot, might get a second chance. Kurosaki unable to find a way past Osaki. The home side have made a positive start here. Long clearance forward from Paolo Binarabi. With dealt with by Tabinas, back in the side today, Philippines international. Sliced that one slightly, and he goes out for a throw on this near side to Tochigi. Mentioned it's a derby of sorts. 8 of this season's 22 strong J2 League are based in and around the Tokyo region, including these two. There is a hour's drive between the two, flashed in towards goal from Joki Hata. Wasn't a bad effort. He had high eyes for goal. I think it might have taken a slight deflection on the way through. It's a corner. At the moment, that ball is certainly not in the quadrant. Forward come Dashi Inyo, and Yanagi, the captain, is up there as well to offer some height. 3 minutes gone. Short again. Towards the far post. Couldn't take any chances there. Nikawa just dabs it over the top. Cross from Yoshida. On the far post. Could have easily fallen in. He's under pressure as well from Amoya. Took no chances. So it's another corner. Once again, Yoshida will take the teenager on loan from Koyota Sanga. Swinger this time. And again, it's gone short. Lifted in towards the back post. It was not one but two bites of the cherry now. Was there a foul? No, not much appeal either as Nishaya went down. But Toyoda got the ball in, not once, and then a second time as well. It was a good delivery in from Amoya. Toyoda rather, and then Toyoda again. Just needed a touch. There was no foul from Yuto Mori, and it went behind for a goal kick. 2 bites of the cherry for the veteran. Scored 2 in his last home game. His first goals for 2 years. Rain continues to fall in Sonomiya, the Kanseki Stadium. Goal kick taken by Nikawa. The Japanese under-17 international. It's a long while ago. He's 27 now, the big 6'4" goalkeeper. Sagan Tosu, Jubilo Iwata amongst his former clubs. He has played in the J1. Shiga and Mito Hollyhock regularly come together in J2. That's a foul. Jefferson Tabinas was caught. There he is, the former Kawasaki Frontale and Gambra Osaka player. And ball forward to Ando. Ando with the cross. No one really in there in a white shirt. Koroishi. It's good play from Koroishi. Find some room on the left-hand side. Masaki. Every right to go for goal, and it wasn't a bad strike. It was rising over the crossbar. Clever play from Takaya Koroishi. Side this is Koshi Osaki. Osaka, central youth team player. Suzuki. The header. To play on the far side on the track. See by the reflection off of the track just how wet it really is. It's just settling into this game at the moment. Mito Hollyhock. Ball in midfield Nakazato to Sasaki. Koroishi, deep cross. Tried to fire it towards goal shotter Fizio. Deflected away. Down the line from Asaki. Asaki again. Just starting to impose themselves on the game for the first time. We've played the 8 minutes. Fully domination for the home team. That looked like a moving ball, but the referee happy to let it go. Down the line from Yoshida. Right to the edge of his penalty area. And under pressure from Arima. Mikawa grabs the ball. At the Kanseki Stadium back in May in Mito. It ended 1-1. Mori giving Tochigi the lead. An own goal from Onodera in the second half levelled it off, and they took a point apiece in that game. Mito have won their last 3 visits here. They're unbeaten in 5, drawing 1 and winning 4. The last defeat was way back in 2012 on this ground, so the form book certainly leans towards Tochigi, but history suggests this is a happy hunting ground for Mito Hollyhock. Coach Tanahiro Akiba. Very much a mid-table side, Mito Hollyhock this season. Promotion is out of the question. A couple more weeks, it would be mathematically out of the question. Play from Ando. Carefully played sideways by Nizato. Recent signing from Vivare Nagasaki. Takaya Kuroishi. Lofted over the top, the flag is up. Fujio just made his run slightly too quickly. Still 0-0. That shot from Ozaki fly over the crossbar. Fairly even so far. It's fair to say the better start from Tochigi, but the two Hollyhock have settled into the game in the last 5 minutes or so, which is even things up. He's forward by Omoya, but he's given the ball away in a dangerous position. It's good running from Sasaki. He's brought down Kai Matsuzaki. The referee wants a quiet word with Yukuto Omoya, who just caught his ankle, just clipped it there. Don't think there was any intentions. Well, this is a free kick in a potentially very dangerous position. Joining the front of the queue is Koshi Osaki. Probably favours a left footer. It's slightly right of centre. Kuroishi, the other fullback, is lurking there as well, and Nakazato. Nakazato's a left-footed option. Zato now standing over the ball. Taking any chances here, Paola Bena Obi. Ten players back for the home side. Interesting wall. Very congested. The shot from Osaki didn't make it beyond the wall. It's a bonus. Eventually cleared away for a throw-in on this near side. Kuroishi to take. Suzuki Ando. Saw on the picture there. Here he is. Trying to win the ball back. Fujio. No one there. Cleared away by Kurosaki. He's on loan from Oita Trinita. Yoshida won the ball and won the free kick as well. Minutes gone. She good header away from Koreishi. Sasaki just about manages to get it down the line. Shota Fujio. On a corner. Good strength to hold off Yuki Nishiya. A chance to deliver. Shota Fujio is actually off the pitch at the moment. He's gone behind the goal to take on board a drink. It's a very humid evening. Still in the mid-20s in centigrade. Despite the wet weather. Another short corner. Suzuki able to deliver to Pinas. That will run beyond Nakazatu. Good play from Hatta. Turning as Arima, and he's done very well. He's had to turn a full circle there. Yoshida helps it down the line. Here he goes again, Arima. Yoshida. Misplaced. Rolls his man. Well does Kurosaki. He's got two to beat. Never really looked capable of beating Koshi Yosaki, who stood up well and wins the throw. Just past the quarter of an hour mark. Tabinas. Rolled forward by Kuroishi. Referee's given the free kick. There's a chance for Rio Misato to deliver the ball into the box. The referee has spread his line. In this weather, it won't take long to wash that line away. Just behind the line is Tepi Yoshida, teenager. Kick from the left foot of Osaki, but it wasn't particularly good. Got bodies back, Tochigi, and they're able to clear. Shia with the clearance, the diminutive midfielder. Tabinas to Suzuki, and across to Osaki. Carefully worked down the line. It's good play, Mori. He's done well. snapping in for the challenge. He claims he got the ball, Yanagi. There's a little tug there, the referee let it go. I wonder if he's just pulled it back for that, because he was always stumbling that point onwards. The referee's pulled it back for the initial foul. Enjoying the better of it in the last few minutes. Mito Hollyhock here at the Kanseki Stadium, but still 0-0 as we approach the 18-minute mark in the J2 League. Tochigi looking to make it 4 wins on the bounce. Further distance between them and the relegation battle that they were in the thick of just a couple of weeks ago. Free kick is slammed a bit further forward this time. The header Fujio out for a goal kick. In fact, it was Suzuki that got the header in there. He's on loan from FC Tokyo, Yoshitaki Suzuki. He spent 4 years there so far and is still yet to make his first appearance for the first team there. By Tabinas, and this presents an opportunity for Tochigi to get the ball into the box. Tepe Yoshida standing over it, sent Yanagi forward, they sent Inoue forward, over 6 foot, those 2 central defenders. Yoshida didn't ask any questions at all. It was cut out at source, and suddenly the break is away on this near side. Strolling into an offside position was Yuto Mori. One of 4 changes coming into the side today for Mito, Yuto Mori. For the time that run right, he would have been away. Free kick, which will be taken by Orbi. It's a goal kick. Katari Arima, on loan from Kashima Antlers. Yet to figure in the J1 League with the Antlers. He's been on the periphery, been on the bench a few times, but not yet made his J1 League debut. He's come here to try and get some game time under his belt. He's yet to score. And he's outnumbered, and that's good. Interchange involving Arima and Hatta. And they win a throw over on the far side. Tochigi 0, Mito Hollyhock 0. The Kanseki Stadium. Chances at a premium so far between 2 sides who have already drawn their one previous meeting this season, and that was 1-1. And in the midfield from Shosato against his old club. Involving Arima and Toyoda. Back with Omoya. Sato's cross is a deep one and it's well beyond Toyoda. Clearance by Osaki. Comes off of Yuki Shia for a throw. And the rain continues to fall as we hit the midway point of the first half. Not a goal to be had as yet. It's a good bright start from Tochigi. The crest of a wave after those 3 straight wins, but they've gradually settled themselves into the game, have looked slightly more dominant. Right, Sasaki. That's good defending though by Shosato. Guides it out of play. Rigged his way forward, Shota Fujio, but cleared. Tabinas. Back to Nakawa. Tabinas again. Former Kawasaki frontala and Gamba Osaka player is Jefferson Tabinas, Philippines international. Ando, captain, trying to link up with his strike partner Fujio. So far, they've not really got too much change out of Yanagi. And Daichi Unye at the back. That's been the story of the game really so far. Not too many chances. That was the one that went out for a corner. Good strong play from Fujio. This was the run forward that resulted in the free kick. Fujito Mori. Quick drinks break, allowing the players to get some fluids on board. It might be wet, but it's also very, very humid. 57% possession for Mito Hollyhock. I'd say they've been slightly the more dominant of the two. Three chances to the home side's 2. It's 25 minutes on the clock. Suzuki. Square to Tabinas. Nizatu. Suzuki again. It's a long ball. Ando to chase. Ando against Yanagi. Way to Mori. Mori gets the return from Nakazato. Can't get the cross in. Saki. Suzuki again. Trying to figure out a way of breaking down their hosts at the moment, Mito. It's away from Kurosaki. Toyoda. Yoshida. Good ball into the box. Couldn't quite get on the end of it, Toyota. Appreciates the delivery. This is a good delivery from Kurosaki. Does have a good delivery. It's just too far. It was Junkie Hata on the end of it. Couldn't quite take it in his stride. down the line for Ando. It's away from Yanagi, the captain. Very congested. That looked like a foul from Toyoda. Referee plays on. But Mito got very far. Kurosaki. Hold up play from Arima. It's all very congested over on that far side at the moment. Toyoda with a header, but he was standing in offside position as he received it. Yeah, it was just coming into an onside position belatedly. And the referee's assistant put his flag up. Koreyoshi with the head up. Matsuzaki. It's too heavy. See with the puddles on the track behind the goal there, just how heavy the rain is here at the Kanseki Stadium. It's monsoon-like out there. Happy to say the pitch has held up very well. Not a splash to be seen on the surface. So a free kick. Shia to take. And fans trying to crank up the noise towards the penalty area. Taken on the chest by Hatta. Pulls it back. Waiting for it was Sato. Would have been his moment of magic if he could have scored against his old club. He looks up and knows that the finish was far from good. Arima. Hatta's ball. Toyoda. Kurosaki's deep delivery. Back across. That was dangerous. Omoya and Yoshida combining in very dangerous territory. And the latter, Yoshida, unable to connection. There's balls, there's towels all around the side of the pitch, which are probably very wet anyway. They're there to dry the ball. What chance you've got of drying a ball with a wet towel, I don't know, but it looked there as if Kurosaki was drying himself. There's Kurosaki's long throw. Flicked on by Toyoda. White shirts back in numbers. Got it clear to a fashion. Nishia. Chasing down and wins a throw-in. There's another chance for Kurosaki to launch the ball into the penalty area just past the half-hour mark. Still 0-0. This is better from the home side. They're trying to create something now. Here comes the cross. It's a great ball in as well. It's touched away by Nikawa. Should be a throw-in to Mito Hollyhock. It's still 0-0. To come and deal with a very good ball in is Kurosaki again. He's put 2 or 3 very promising balls in from the right hand side. This time either goalkeeper's really been called into action of any sort. There's Nakawa again. Osaki closed down by Yuki Hatta. Interesting ball. It's a turn of power of Obi to come storming off his line and just place the ball out of play on this near side. Nagasaki. Goalkeeper came and he got caught a little bit in two minds there, and he apologises to his defenders. It was out of his reach, and it's going to be a corner. Minutes remaining in the first half. Nakazato to take the corner away from Shosato. Didn't really cause any problems at all there with the corner. It's a foul. Caught by Nishia. Free kick. Standing over the ball is Takahiro Nakazato. Into the channel and offside and against Ando. It was Shota Fujio that crept into an offside position. The assistant referee puts his flag up. Tochigi looking for their first victory at home to Mito Hollyhock since 2012. Lost 4 and drawn 1 of the last 5 meetings here. Bines with a header. Hasn't got very far though. Moya. And into trouble. Yoshida. The home side win it back again. Shosato showing determination. Kurosaki, not such a good ball in this time. And Nakazato is able to clear up towards Fujio. It's back with goalkeeper Paolabino Obi. Very long clearance. Koshiyasaki sees it out for a throw. 9.5 minutes to go to half time. Free kick, foul on Mizuki Ando. Skipper in the side, he's only 22 years of age. Former Sarazawa Osaka player who has 5 goals to his name this season. He's formed a very good partnership with Masato Nakayama, who's been dropped down to the bench today, so he takes the captain's armband off of his strike partner. Goals between them. Hasn't been enough to fire them into a promotion battle. Kuroishi. Seto. Yoshida. Chance to get the cross in. Instead he goes for the 1-2 and tries to bend it. Well, that's as close as we've come to a goal. And it was good inventive play from the teenager Tepe. Yoshida on this near side, cuts inside, goes for the return, carries on his movement. Opens up his body but just can't quite curl it into the far corner past Nikawa. That was good play from Yoshida, on loan from Koei Sanga. Here he is again. Good sliding in from Nizato to win the ball back for the visitors. Now it's been carried forward. It's good play from Nakazato. In comes the cross. Shota Fujio tries to get on the end of it. It's up in the air and a foul and an injury. It's Yoshitake Suzuki that's down. Just got a knee in the back there as he went up and won that header. So Moya, in fact, that's injured. Painful. Chance for Yoshida just a couple of moments ago. As inventive as we've seen from either side so far. Saki's shot rising over earlier on for Mito Hollyhock. Chances have been a premium. One by Kurohishi. Sato, it's a foul, free kick. Taken quickly by Nizato. Zaki. Inside to Nizato. Suzuki. Heading up towards the final 5 minutes of the first half. Sliced out wide by Tabanis, just kept in by Kurohishi. Uses his left foot to place a perfect ball over towards the far side. Poor touch from Mori. Allowed Kurosaki to just steer it back to Obina Obi. Clears right-footed downfield. Now the battle is on for Hatta. He's done well. Good hold-up play from Hatta. Seto. Shia. Going to Shia again. Kurosaki. Gets it back from Hatta. This is better from the home side. Amira. Harima, rather. Play. Moya slings a deep cross into the box. It's a good take and a chance, and the second follow-up was away. The second chance from Toyoda. The first chance was Hatta. They had to put bodies on the line to block. That looked like a foul. Yuki Nishia clattered into. Went in face first there. Now he's suffering the consequences. 4 minutes to go to half time. He runs straight into Hando. Not a lot Hando could do. He's running in that direction. I don't think there was any malice. Definitely a foul. It's the home side that are finishing the first half as they started it on top. This was a great ball in. First effort from Hatta is blocked. Gets his body on the line there, does Tabinas, to stop Toyoda from scoring with the second opportunity. It's good defending to keep out Toyoda. Scored 2 in his last home game. Shirts in white behind the ball virtually there, with the exception of Fujio, who'd stayed upfield. He commits the foul. He's told to calm down by the referee. Fujio, only 20 years of age. 3 goals this season. He's coming to the side today. The former Japanese under-18 international on loan from Cerezo Osaka. Height on his side, and he can finish. Saw Yuki there. He's worked hard in that midfield. It's been an intriguing battle. fairly even battle. Flag is up. Free kick to Mito Hollyhock as we head up towards the final 2 minutes of the half. Tabinas will leave it for Nikawa. Back to the goalkeeper by MEIJI. Half-time whistle. It's a minute or so away. Now, what could Mito do down the left-hand side with Ando? Ando cuts inside, looking to get the shot away. He's done well, beaten away by Obi. Decent drive that from Mizuki Ando. It's a good drive. 5 goals this season from the captain. It's not a bad effort. Wide on this near side is Kuroishi. It's a wasted ball. Safely back with Obi. Made a decent save there. Both teams need half-time at the moment. It's been a fairly bruising physical encounter. 2 minutes of added time, says the 4th official. Obi kicks long. Need to dry off as well. Get the spare kit out. Toyota from deep. Kurosaki, ball in towards Arima. Good defending though. Dash back inside by Yoshida. It's now back with Kuroishi. There's the 1-2. Carefully plays it back inside to the Philippines international Jefferson Tabinas. Over to the left-hand side, Koshi Osaki. With almost 1 minute with the 2 added on. Kuroishi to Osaki. Down the line, it's nodded on by Mori, but straight to MEIJI. Back by Yoshitaki Suzuki to his goalkeeper Nikawa. Kuroishi bursts forward past Yoshida, plays it straight to the defender. Doesn't keep hold of it. Now, what can they conjure up here? It's a cross from Kuroishi. It was rather wasteful. Nizatu floats it back in, but that's too close to the goalkeeper. That's probably the last meaningful action in open play at the end of the first half here at the Kanseki Stadium. It's a foul. Taro Arima and Koshi Osaki. And there is the half-time whistle. A fairly even first half. The home side started brightly and finished the first half brightly, but in between, Mito Hollyhock had the better of the play. This was the effort cutting inside from Fujio. I'm sure the goalkeeper Obi push it away. Both sides have had their chances, but not too many chances in the first half. In the driving rain and humidity of Sonomiya in the Kanseki Stadium at half-time, it's Tochigi 0, Mito Hollyhock 0. Home side having those chances. It was the visitors that created one here with Fujio cutting inside and beaten away by the goalkeeper Obi.
サッカーを愛するすべての皆様へ J リーグはお客様にスタジアムで安心安全にご覧いただくために新型コロナウイルス感染症予防対策を徹底しております。これからも皆様にスタジアムで全力のプレーを、熱気を、臨場感を、一体感を感じていただくために J リーグは対策を徹底します。スタジアムでお待ちしています。
Two sets of players making their way out on to pitch for the second half here at the Kanseki Stadium in Tsunomiya. It's half time, it's Tochigi 0, Mito Hollyhock 0 in the J2 League. Suzuki and Jefferson Tabanas there, making their way out. Both sides will feel there's 3 points up for grabs here. First goal could be critical in a game which so far has not seen too many chances created. And here comes the change. Off goes Shota Fujio. Had a very good chance before half-time, which was beaten away by Obi. He is replaced by Masako Nakayama, rather. Will be an interesting change for the home side to try and contain. 9 goals this season from Nakayami. Both sides have had their chances. It's a tough one to separate them at the moment. Players in their respective huddles inside their own halves. The rain still falling heavily inside the stadium. Supporters are in the dry of the stands. Curling effort from Tepe Yoshida, probably as close as we came in the first half. Just wide it was. Shota Fujio forcing a save out of Obi. I know it was a routine save, punching the ball away. It was on target from Fujio. What does the second half hold in store for us? So we're off and underway. Visitors change strip of all white today, kicking from right to left. Early contribution from Nakayami, who's taken the captain's armband off of Mizuki Ando. Back by Sasaki. Suzuki. From this near side, Koshi Usaki. Good play down the left-hand side. Nakazito got the cross in, but was blocked rather easily in the end from Yanagi. It's a good solid start this from the visitors. Mito Hollyhock in the second half. Ball placed up into the region of Nakayami. Headed away. Ishia. Saki. Just trying to stay close there, Matt Sasaki. Did win the free kick. It was a foul by Ozaki. Mito are a fairly young club, founded in 1990 as Prima Ascenso. Promotion to the professional J-League 2 back in 2000, traditionally one of the weaker teams, but whilst they're all known as Mito Nachio, thrown to the Kanashio playing style. After years of struggle, we've had a couple of decent seasons. It's Nakayama. Drives it back, and that will be a corner. Fizzes behind off of Nishia. Really making his presence felt. Nakayama just 1 goal away from double figures for the season. Kick will be taken by Takahiro Nakazaki, signing from Gangwon. over. Keeper is able to clear. Obi. Tabinas. It's a good flick on into the penalty area. Didn't quite come down for Kurohishi. Van Rock, Hachinoe player. It's gone in the second half, does win a corner. Will be delivered from the far side this time. It's another corner to be taken by Nakazato. This time it's to the left foot, so it's an in-swinger. Delivery. Back across from Ozaki. It's away. Good blocking. Got the block in there, did Hatter, and now he's chasing. Seems to be a lost cause to try and put pressure on Mito. Made a very good start to the second half. Good start to the first half from Tochigi. Good end to the first half from Tochigi. It's Mito who are asking all the questions in the opening 5 minutes or so in this second period. Nizate. And it goes from Nakazate. Run off for a goal kick. Still 0-0. It's been quoted as a derby. And there is over an hour's drive between the two, 75 kilometres. Although on the pitch is only one player of the 23 that have been out there so far, including this man, the substitute Nakayama. There's only one, Shio Sato, that have come out today to face their previous club. So there's not a lot of interaction or rivalry between the two, even though they are on the map. The closest thing these two get to a local derby. That's good play going forward, stepping forward. Koshi Osaki looking for the run, and it very nearly filtered through to Nakayama. Good interception for Yanagi. Off of Tabinas last. It's international. Throw will be taken by Omoya. 23-year-old fullback, weighing up his options. Recently added to the squad. Under away was a comfortable one from Daichi Inoue. Sliding in to win the ball, but concede the throw. It's Jefferson Tabinas. By Arima. Home side yet to really stamp their authority on this second half. That was a nifty challenge coming in from Arima. The referee let it go unpunished. It's been won back by Nishida. Here he is again, Nishida. Nishida. Touch back from Toyoida, and then over towards this near side. There's a chance to cross for Kurosaki. Comes back onto his left foot. Judging by the delivery, his left foot is his weaker foot. It glides past everybody, high and over hit, and out for a goal kick to Mito Hollyhock as the coach, Kazuaki Tazaka. 3 wins out of 3. Point here today will be a disaster as they look to cement their place in J2 for next season, but they've got work to do here. He had to dive towards his post there, Obi, and it came off of him and behind. Cut and play from Mori. The shot took a deflection on its way in. It's hit by Sasaki. Goalkeeper couldn't take any chances. It's a third corner of the second half for Hollyhock. Delivered in again from Nakazaku. Away from Matsuzaki. It's good defending. And Yoshida, and it's behind for a goal kick. 0-0. Coming up to 53 minutes in the second half. It doesn't look like this rain is relenting. It's here to stay, isn't it? It's a very, very wet day. I have to say, the pitch is magnificent under the circumstances because it's taken a complete drenching. I haven't seen a splash or a puddle anywhere out there on the playing surface. The drainage is top draw. It's very good. Back by Arima. Sent wide by Amoya. That wasn't a good pass. Trying to bring in Yoshida, the teenager. Throw from Koriishi. Foul has been given. Ando and Nakayama between them have chipped in with 14 league goals this season for Mito Hollyhock. They have won 3 of their last 5. Both sides are actually in decent form at the moment. Quite sure what the purpose was there for Tapinas. He's just sent it flying over towards his left-hand side, but there was absolutely nobody there. It's fullback Asaki had wandered forward. Throw-in is taken quickly. This is Nishia. Bring back is Yoshida. He delivers. Good ball in as well. Throw away was a good one from Masaki. The home side continue to ask questions. Kurosaki gets it back. To Hollyhock, not for long. Hatta reads the situation well. To Amoya. Wide of him, Yoshida. That was a poor pass, and this could be dangerous now. Mito on the counter-attack. Can they conjure up? Into the penalty area. Back heel was from Ando. Good blocking from Inuit to deny Koroishi, who burst forward down the right-hand side. It was a slack piece of play from Tochigi, and it could have been punished had they been a little bit more clinical going forward there, Mito Hollyhock. They're still on the attack at the moment with this throw. Just come up to the 11-minute marker in the second half. Nakayami to Nakazato. On the ball fair and square. Kurosaki sliding in. To Kurosaki with a good challenge. Not only did he win the ball, he won the throw as well. Good defending. That's a good turn. Nakayami pulls it back. Never really had balance or control of the ball. Ando. Clearance quickly down the other end to Nekawa. Tabinas. Yoshitaki Suzuki. Back to Tabinas again. Koroishi. Matsuzaki. And the target was the obvious one. Nakayama. Cleared away. Kurosaki. Nakazato. Saki. Nakazato again, completely lost the geography of the ball there, and The home side were able to clear, but not for long. They've got it back again here. Suzuki. Saki down the left-hand side. The two sides met back in May. And it ended 1-1. At the moment, if you had to draw up a fair result from what we've seen so far, you would say that the visitors probably just shaded it, but a draw would be a fair outcome. Of course, there is over half an hour still to play, and it's still 0-0. Just one chance, if taken, could be the difference between a point and 3 points, or even a point and no points. Nizatu. Kuroishi. Venus over once again to the left-hand side of Saki. Wasn't the best of balls. Nakazatu. Chance to run here for Mori. Mori decides to go for goal in towards the near post. It was ambitious. And behind it every inch of the way was Paolo Bino-Obi. Was comfortable, just cutting in between the two defenders. Goalkeeper read the situation very quickly and dealt with it very comfortably. You saw there the former Goya Grampus and Gambaro Saka player. He is with a header. With the header. Comes out to Ando. Nakayama looking for support, gets it from Mori. Mori down the left hand side, cuts inside again. Got the right footed shot in this time, that will probably go for a corner, it will. Shot was blocked. Good defending. It's a change for the visitors, their second change. Going to take off Mori, who's just had those two shots, one saved, one blocked. He's going to be replaced, like for like really, on loan from Urara Reds, known for the Dragons. Here's Ryotaro Ito, previously loaned out to Oita Trinita. His first responsibility is to take this corner. Ito comes through to Kuroishi, shooting through a crowd. And Sasaki, in fact, got the shot in, which was blocked. The hour mark. Took a bang on the head. Did Ando there. He is okay. Here he is again, trying to get the cross in. Succeeding to a fashion, but it was straight to Nishiya. His clearance up towards the halfway line does at least clear the danger for a moment for Tochigi. Tochigi 0. Mito Hollyhock 0. Around the corner from Nakazatu. Flag is up over on the far side against Misato Nakayami. Comes a double change for the home side. First off is Arima. He's going to be replaced by Kisho Yano, Japanese international, 37 years of age, veteran in his own right. Ishida is off as well. Straight change for him. Toshiki Mori, signed a couple of years ago after leaving university. He has chipped in with a very profitable 5 goals in the league this season. We're hoping that maybe he gets a chance win the game for Tochigi tonight. Here's Tochigi Mori. Forward from Zatu. So throw to Tochigi. Sides have now made 2 changes. Freshen things up. Going forward by Ito, first touch for him. And Sasaki. Kuriishi. Gazatu is the central point here. Going through him, that headband, trying to orchestrate something to prise open Tochigi. It's a good turn. Popped up by Nishiya. Moya. Nishiya. It's given away, sloppy. Besides giving away the ball just a little bit too often. Tension would be high on the agenda for both coaches at this stage. I would imagine it's been given away again here. Now the chance to break away. Picked off by Nishiya. Carrying it forward is Mori. He's waiting for an outlet on the outside. That comes eventually in Omoya. Gets the right-footed cross in, which was left by Toyoda. It comes to nothing. Now it's Mito Saki are able to clear. Kuriishi, 24-year-old. He's a winger predominantly. He can play on either wing, and he could also play at either fullback position. He's adapted very well into that fullback position today. Here's again Takaya Kuriishi. Made light work of Mori there. That's where his wing play comes in handy. Suzuki. Too much on the ball forward for Nakayama. Used to play for Montevideo Yamagata. Jubilo Iwata does have some top flight experience in the J1. That's Masato Nakayama, 29 years of age now. 25 minutes to go. Carried forward by Oyataro Ito. Nakayama. It's very tight and compact. Look how many players have got behind the ball to form a solid back line of 6. 2 straight in front. They're not making it easy for Mito. Suzuki. Tavares. Towards the penalty area. Goalkeeper Obina Obi gives a big shout. Comes charging off his line to greet the ball. Wet evening. Neither side has been able so far to make the all-important breakthrough. Chances have been at a premium. Certainly controlled the ball in the second half of Hollyhock. Turned around the corner from Ito. He's looked quite lively since he's come on. Here he is again. Number 2-1 though. Yano. That's a foul. Toyoda, yeah, 36-year-old striker. Did collect 8 caps for Japan back in his prime, but we're talking 2012 to 2015. Here comes another change. It's for the visitors. Mizuki Ando is the player coming off, and he's going to be replaced by Tawa Yamina. Diminutive striker, can play on the wing. He's on loan from Cerezo Osaka, where he's yet to make his debut. Nakazato, who's been instrumental in the middle of the midfield, comes off, and he's replaced by the equally experienced 33-year-old Yuji Kimura. It's just past the halfway point of the second half, and the drinks break is currently taking place. Tochigi have a tough assignment next week. They go to Kyoto Sanga, who are currently second in the table and heading towards promotion to the J1 League. The top two seem to be pulling away at the top. They're away to Kyoto Sanga next week, followed by a game here against Amoya Adija. Mito will host Zweigert Kanazawa next week, and then they go to the bottom club, Saga Mihara. It's the next two fixtures for these two teams. Little for Mito to play for. Tochigi are heading in the right direction to avoid a battle against relegation, thanks to 9 points from 9. They could do with picking up something here to help aid that climb away towards mid-table. Here's Toyoda. He invites the foul from Tabinas, and that does win the home side a free kick. Striker. 24 goals and 300 appearances for Saga Tosi. He scored in 2 years, and he scored again. It was 2 weeks ago here in their last home match. Good delivery in. Seemed to elude everyone, and eventually Osaka got the header away. Trying to deliver the cross. Senyano had a chance of a breakaway. That's a good interception from Nishia. Timed his challenge impeccably, and he needed to as well, because they were away there. Mito. Ines. Controlled the ball in this second half very well. Mito haven't managed to find that chance for the front two of Nakayama and Yamane. So far, Yamane now on for Ando in attack. Flick back by Matt Suzuki. Inagi to Kurosaki. Goes long. It's a good run. Goalkeeper thought about coming, and then it's smashed towards goal, and it comes back off the frame of the goal from Toyoda. What a chance for the home side to take the lead, and they very nearly did. Toyoda thumped the outside of the goal frame. First real chance that they've created, and the goalkeeper came dashing off his line, Nikawa, and he nearly got caught out as a result of it. Minutes to go. There's a good little interchange on the far side there involving Yamane, but the return wasn't so good going down the line. It was overhit. It's out for a throw-in on the far side. What a chance for Toyoda. Here it is. It's a long ball forward from Kurosaki. Goalkeeper comes darting out, and he's tried to beat him. Hits the face of the post. It was a really, really good idea from Toyota, and he very nearly executed it. The angle was not on his side. Very nearly scored his third goal in 3. Ball down the middle. Nakayama can't reach it. Long ball forward from Jefferson Tabinas. Paolabina Obi to kick long downfield. Drives it low. Eludes everybody. From one goalkeeper through to the other. How did he make it all the way through there? Not quite sure. And a good spell. Best spell of the second half so far from the home side. Sent wide by Mori. Moya. Too close to the goalkeeper. 6'4" is going to claim them all day long, but that wasn't good distribution. Yano. In from Kurosaki. Moving on the end of it. Straight through for a goal kick. Still 0-0, but there's still plenty of time for a late winner. Which is going to be taken by Hayato Kurosaki. Good hold-up play from Nakayama. It's big and strong, close control. Izatu. Down the line was Koroishi. Couldn't get the cross in. Does win a throw. So we head up towards the final 15 minutes. Tochigi 0, Mito Hollyhock 0 at the Kanseki Stadium here in Utsunomiya. Turning Romani. Can he get the cross in? The answer is yes, it's quite deep. Headed back in by Osaki. Oh, that very nearly came down. It was the chance that Nakayama was craving for, and just before it came down to foot height, it was intercepted by Inoue, who done very well. It was ready to pounce there, Nakayama. It's a throw-in. Suzuka. No, Matsuzuki runner to take. Now he's left it for Kuroishi. Tavares. Miro. Frontale player. Ball into the box. Up towards the menace that is Masato Nakayama. He's collided with Kurosaki, and that's a free kick. Only turned professional some 15 years ago, 2008 it was. Resided in J2 since the arrival of professionalism. Did finish bottom in 2015 and went down for a couple of seasons, bounced back, and other than that they've been pretty regular participants in the J2. Highest finish was 2013 when they finished 9th. A couple of earlier 10th place finishes. A couple of years ago they only stayed up on goal difference ahead of the relegated Kagoshima United. Should stay up this season. They can kick on from their recent form, 9 points out of 9. They could have been ahead here. That Toyota effort crept in at the near post. Past Nikawa. Header away from Kimura. In the chest of Tabinas, it volleys it away up towards the halfway line. It's met by Inuit. Sato. Particularly good cross. Nikawa with the clearance. And that's a good clearance. Kurieshi shouting for it, and he's managed to get it here. Nakayama. The moment has passed, but he's still in possession. Osaki can't make things happen down the left-hand side either. As the ball came in, he thought that might be the moment for Nakayama, but it was good defending. He never had enough space to create, but he might do here. Here comes the cross, the shot rather, and it was one that flew over the top of the crossbar. Another change. Both sides are going to make a change here. Yukihata off, and Koki Oshima is the player on. Kishima Reisel player. Both sides bringing on a number 19, and both sides bringing on a right-sided midfielder as well. It's Koichi Murata. He was dropped from the lineup today. One of those 4 changes he's on for Matsuzaki. That's all 5 changes now for Mito. And he made the 3, the home side so far. Cushion wide by Mori. Mori again. Scoops it forward. It's taken well as well from Oshima in towards the penalty area. Shot from Toyota. He was greeted by the assistant referee's flag on this near side. He was in an offside position. It was inventive and creative, but he just peeled off the shoulder of Suzuki. Good closing down from Kurosaki. Suzuki to Tabinas, and now Kuroishi. To the last 10 minutes. If there's a winner, it's going to be a late one. Tabinas. It's a long ball into Yamane. Took it on his chest, but never really had control of it. Kurosaki clearance. Did that hit the arm? Certainly an appeal. But the referee's whistle has gone because of an injury. Yuki Yoshia, who got caught. And that's where he got caught. It was a rather nasty one as well from Yamane. Holding his ankle. Went unnoticed from the referee. Three wins on the trot for Kazuaki Nasaki. Won't be too disappointed with a point here today, but having seen his side hit the post 10 minutes or so ago, maybe he could have had all 3 in a game that has had relatively few chances. Back on his feet, Yoshia. And the ball will be dropped. Suzuki to Bines. Koroishi. Bines again. It's good closing down from Mori. They still have the ball. Mito. Battling away over on the far side for it was Nakayama. Obi gets distance on the clearance out towards Toyoda. Suzuki. Calming it down to their pace at the moment, Mito. Koroishi. Nakayama set to come deep to get a slice of the action. He's kind of playing as a midfielder at the moment, chasing down Oshima. Oshima again. Oshima looks up, finding Toyoda. And towards this near side, Kurosaki. Great ball in, and the header towards goal, but it was within reach of Nikawa. It needed to be either side of him, and it would have been 1-0 from one end to the other. This game suddenly opening up. Murata tries to get the cross in. It hits the heels of Inoue. Goes behind for a corner, but that was one end to the other. Great breakaway here. The goalkeeper with some quick thinking. Look at that for a throw. Wasn't great defending from Yanagi. Got caught. Central defensive partner Daichi Inoue across to rescue the situation, but it's a corner to Mito Hollyhock. Most open passage of play in the whole game. 5.5 minutes to go, still 0-0. What will come of this Ryotaro Ito corner? Raises both arms, wings it in right-footed, good delivery. Got power in it, Nazatu. But it was just too high. Still looking for his first goal after his recent arrival from Vivare Nagasaki. It's Ryo Nazatu. First one was a miss-hit. Second one wasn't very far away. Goal kick. It's one in the air by Toyoda. Run down the right. Run down the right was Kurosaki. Just went ahead of the ball. It's ended up going out for a throw, which Koshi Asaki will take. His first season with the club. Asaki on the ball now. Suzuki. Tabines, the Philippines international, and then Kureishi. That's good running, and that's an excellent ball in. Goalkeeper wasn't going to rely on his hands on a slippy surface and slid in Obi to clear before it made its way through to Nakayama. Had it have done so, it would have been a simple tap-in. Good wing play from Yamane down the right-hand side. He showed a clean pair of heels to Omoya. Got away here from Omoya. Goalkeeper did the right thing. I don't think he wanted to come head first with his own defender. Inagi, he's been fairly solid at the back. Did have a slip up a couple of minutes ago. Other than that, he's barely put a foot wrong. And he's kept Nakayama relatively quiet. 3 minutes plus injury time remaining. Still 0-0. Paul Obina Obi to take this free kick. Despite the best intentions, Koki Ashima was never going to get there before it went behind for a goal kick. Kick is sent forward by Nikawa. from Nishia. Great delivery. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper. Well, that was the most wicked, speedy, pacey delivery we've had all evening. And it was a great delivery for Masaki. And it came all the way through. And Yamane was denied by some instinctive goalkeeping by Abina Obi. Mito very nearly take the lead. It's great play. It's all about the delivery. You get the wet surfaces here, and when it zips in like that, they're impossible to defend. Misato plays it wide. Kuruishi. It's another interesting ball in Sato with a clearance. And the second clearance from Yano. More height than distance, though. Picked off. Yamane. Ito. Suzuki making a burst forward, but can't find Ito. Satu, it's a foul. Free kick, and we're into the last minute. So the free kick will be taken by Paul Abina Obi. Is there going to be a second draw of the season between these two? Of added time, says the fourth official down below us. Mane. It's a throw, does he? No, it came off of him last. It's good defending by Mori. These conditions are rather energy sapping. You get the feeling there are one or two very weary legs out there. It's a very humid evening. Kick-off, it was very humid, 25 degrees centigrade, which is warm despite the persistent rain. And this rain has not relented from when the two sets of players walked out onto the pitch about 45 minutes before kick-off for warm-up. So they've been out there in this rain for a long time. Into the box for Yano. Yano trying to turn. It's a good ball. And what a chance! It's been placed wide. Kurosaki, the right back, had a wonderful chance. It all came about from Kisho Yane, former Japanese international, the veteran. It wasn't a particularly good finish from Kurosaki, who perhaps should have done better. But it's a chance. To absorb a lot of possession from Mito Hollyhock in the second half of Tochigi, but they've had the two best chances. It's a big ask of Kurosaki. Osaki. It's 4-1. Nishia changes the tide. Down the line by Kurosaki. Kurosaki continues his run. Shima played it down the line, but it just drags out for a throw. Nishia has given his all today, the little midfielder. He's patched up, he's carrying a slight knock to that right leg of his. As you can see, it's strapped up there. Backache in the morning as well. Again, I have to say the pitch has been excellent. All the rain we've had. Not a splash, not a puddle, not a hold up in sight. It's been perfect conditions. Underfoot it has anyway, not up in the skies. cleared away here, Mito Hollyhock. Has to be on his toes, Yaniga, the captain. Pursued by Murata. So the last couple of minutes of stoppage time. Twisted forward by Kimura. Sato. Interesting ball. Nearly came down for Yano. Tabinas. One last chance maybe. Just over a minute to go. Sasaki. Murata. Interesting ball. White stepped in and guides it away. We're up again. Saki. Back to Suzuki. Suzuki again. Known for FC Tokyo. Twisted ball in towards the penalty area, knocked back and knocked away by Inyai. Free. So the whole thing's up here. There's around about 30 seconds to go, not long at all. Chance to make one last change for Tochigi. They get a lot of game time. Matsumoto on for the final few seconds. He's on 4 yellow cards. He's got some defending to do here. High into the box it goes. Away from Toyota. Wide to Ito. The shot was completely mishit by Murata, and the referee calls an end to play. 1 or 2 players go down on the ground. It's been an energy-sapping evening in the heat and the rain. And whilst both sets of players are given their all, neither side has managed to find a way of winning what has been an intriguing J2 League encounter. The best chance of the game, Toyota smashing it against the outside of the post midway through the second half. It's finished here at the Kanseki Stadium. Tochigi 0, Mito Hollyhock 0.
激しい雨の中の試合となりました。勝ち点1を手にしたわけですが、今どう捉えていらっしゃいますか？
はい、勝たないといけない試合ということで、試合前からみんなで意気込んでいったんですけども、前半から何本かチャンスを作る中で決めきれずに、勝ち切ることができなくて非常に悔しいです。
3連勝という流れの中で迎えた北関東ダービーでした。どのようなことをピッチ内で共有されていたんでしょうか？
そうですね、まず球際だったり、そういう際のところで相手よりも絶対勝つぞというところはミーティングからも言われてましたし、自分たちでも話しながらできたんですけども、やっぱり少し些細なところでミスだったり、そういうところをもう少し減らせればチャンスももっと多く作れたのかなと思います。
とはいえ J2 リーグのその中でも攻撃力の屈指のあるですね、水戸相手に無失点という形で終えられたことは大きなものなんじゃないでしょうか。
そうですね、本当に自分たちのゴール前のところでポジション関係なく全員が体を張れていたと思いますし、最後のところで相手に自由を与えないというところは練習のところから意識していて、今日もできていたと思うので、あとはそれを得点につなげられればなと思います。
その守備面の手応えを持って臨む次の相手は、上位チームの京都となりますが、意気込みをお願いします。
そうですね、僕たちは負けられない状況が続いているので、相手がどこであろうともう一回チーム一丸となって勝ちに行こうと思います。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
シャトルの性の常時にあたりマスクの着用など咳炎準拠を徹底し、電車やバス乗車中の会話を
試合前に特別な一戦だと話されていたゲームを終えられました。今のお気持ちをお願いします。
悔しいですけど、勝ち点3取れたなというゲームでしたし、けど選手は本当に1週間準備してきたことをよくやってくれましたし、本当なんとか1点もぎ取りたかったなというのを思ってます。
前半立ち上がりこそ苦しんでいましたが、前半の終盤にはいい形、栃木らしいプレーができていたように感じました。そのあたりについてはいかがでしょうか。
全体的にそんなに、怖い場面もなかったし、ボールは握られてましたけど狙ってくるのはもう大体背後だったんで、そういうところもしっかりケアできてたんで、本当に、ちょっと入れ替わって自己的なところで背後を取られてとかスリッピーなボールが流れてしまっているのがあったんですけど、けど本当その辺はよく対応したなと思います。
ハーフタイムはやはり雨のそのピッチコンディションを考慮した指示というのをされたんでしょうか。
そうですね、先ほど言ったように何もやられてないんだけど50-50のボールで、スリッピーなボールが相手の方に転がってしまってカウンターっていう場面が 3,4 回あったんで前半、そういうところだけは気をつけなさいっていう話はしてました。
試合前には際が勝負だという話もありましたが、やはり雨での難しさより増した感じですか。
もちろんそれはお互い様なんでね、向こうも来るの分かってましたし、それはお互い難しかったと思います。
とはいえ守備面の対応は非常に柔軟にされていたと思うんですけれども、そのあたりの手応えはやはりいつも大きい感じですかね。
そうですね、ここ数試合も我々のサイドバックの裏にやってくるのは分かってますんで、そういうところのスイッチからスライドの仕方っていうのはいくつかのオプションを選手がしっかりと中でコミュニケーション取りながらやってくれてます。
次は上位チーム京都との対戦になります。いかがでしょうか。
本当どの相手でも我々は一試合一試合ね、勝ち点3を取るために準備していますので、そういうところでもまたいい準備をして、京都と戦いたいなと思います。
ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
勝ち点1はつかみましたが、北関東ダービーという視点ではちょっと悔しい展開となったと思うんですけれども、監督いかがでしょうか。
9年かけて積み上げてきたもので、歴代の選手クラブの方含めて、積み上げてきたもの、紡いできたものをここで途絶えさせてしまうということは、本当に申し訳なく思ってますし、もうただ監督だけの問題で、選手はもう素晴らしいファイトを見せてくれましたし、パフォーマンスでしたし、この敵地来て前節0-3の中からますから、そこを最後一つ取り切れるだけのものを授けられなかった監督だけの問題だなと思ってます。
本当に最後の最後までゴールに迫る場面っていうのを作れていたと思うんですが、後半の飲水タイムの新里選手への指示が非常に熱くされていたように見えたんですけれども、どのような指示されていたんでしょうか。
少し中行き過ぎてたりだとか、ちょっと同サイドでちょっと慌ててるように感じたので、もう少し幅使って揺さぶりながらで縦の出し入れを入れながら、もう少し相手の動かしながら穴をとか隙を作りたかったので、ちょっと 突っ込んでるなっていうところがあったので、もう少しだけこう余裕とゆとりを持ちながら相手を動かして、そこでできた穴だとか隙みたいなものをこうついていくっていう話をちょっとボランチにしたので、特に木村祐二入れてからはそういったことが少しずつできるようになったので、あれをただもう少し前半からできれば展開も変わったかなというふうに思ってます。
そして今日ですが、黒石選手加入後初スタメンでフルで出場したわけですけれども、監督の目にはどう映りましたか？
もう素晴らしいパフォーマンスでした。このダービーという重責の中でこう初スタメンでこう来たばっかりの選手がもうほぼノーミスに近いぐらいパーフェクトな攻撃見せてくれましたし、守備でも最後までこう体張るところ、もうすっかりミトホリホックの一員になってくれたなと思ってますから、また頼もしい選手が加入してくれて馴染んでくれたなというふうに思ってます。
そして今日は水戸のサポーターがこのスタジアムには来ることができなかったわけですが、画面の向こうで見ているサポーターに最後に一言お願いします。
本当に10連覇できなかったことだけが本当に心残りですけども、先ほど言ったようにこう負けていませんし、選手たちは最後まで素晴らしいパフォーマンスをこの敵地でアウェーのサポーターしかいない中で見せてくれたということを誇りに思っています。本当に今日は監督だけの問題だったので、また僕自身一からしっかりと精進してもっともっといいチームに育てられるようにまた頑張っていきたいと思います。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
く